Hi and welcome back to another vlog. This is vlog 35 and boy have I got a lot to do. So let's get going. As you can see, yes, this is all I've got to do and that's quite a lot. Okay, first up is going to be brown sugar. I've got some white sugar and molasses. Try with a heaping teaspoon. You put as much or as little of molasses you like, depending on what you want. If you want a really dark brown sugar, you put more molasses in. If you want a very light brown sugar, you put less molasses in. I will come back when this is all mixed up. This is coming up a little lighter than I would like, so I'm just going to get another teaspoon and add that into it. Right, I'm going to finish incorporating this and I'll be back. As you can see, that's a much better colour, so I'm just going to fill this jar up. I've got a little extra, so I'm just going to put that in another little pot and that can be used up first. There we are, brown sugar, and I'll just use that little bit up. Let's do my coffee creamer. That's all I've got left out of the coffee creamer. So, I'll use what I've got. One, 2 cups of milk powder, mine's a whole milk powder, 1 cup of cream powder, I'll leave that out to remind me I've got to order more. Okay. Now we need 1 cup of icing sugar. Yeah, and give this a mix. I used to do 3 cups of milk powder and 1 cup of icing sugar, but since I found the like double cream powder, I'm like, yes, so we're using 2 cups of dried milk powder and 1 cup of cream powder. Gives it such a nice flavour. No nasty additives or preservatives. What I'm going to do is, I've got a smaller jar of coffee creamer there that I'm just going to tip that bit into so I can use that up first. And it gives me a nice big jar to fill up now. nice big jar of coffee creamer. This one can go away. Okay, next up is Make Ahead spice cake mix. This one we go through so quick. It has such a great flavour. And this is from Mary's Nest. She's on YouTube. She's also got a website. So this is brilliant. Right, what do I need? I'm going to double this recipe. So, baking powder. Now I'm doubling this. Baking soda. Cinnamon. Allspice. And cloves. So, icing sugar. Okay, let's mix this up. I love having these cake mixes already made up in these jars. If my kids want to bake something, it's there ready to go. I put all the instructions on the jars on how to make them up. So, and this one I actually use as like a topping for fruit. So I suppose it's similar to a crumble. What I do is I empty half of the jar into a bowl. I will add about 125 grams of butter and rub that in so it's like a crumble consistency. I then add a handful of oats. Now I sprinkle that on top of something like apples or blackberries or peaches, any fruit you like. I then put little pats of butter over the top of that, and then I bake it in the oven for about 20 minutes to half an hour, and it is gorgeous. We've just finished one. I did a blackberry one the other day because I've been blackberry picking. So makes a quick and easy pudding, and it definitely has flavour. I found that this spice mix, cake mix, works beautifully with blackberries. It really does, and with peaches and with apples. So you want to give it a try. So easy to do. Right, let's get this into a couple of jars. Right, I'll bring you back when I've got my jars all sorted. There we are, 2 jars of spice cake mix. Next up, we're going to do a yellow cake mix. This is my daughter's favourite, the yellow cake mix. I think I'm only going to do one batch. Let's have a look. One teaspoon of baking powder, that's in there. Quarter teaspoon of baking soda. And then icing sugar. Let's mix that all in. Jar, funnel, I'll be back when I finish jarring it up. There we are. That's the yellow cake mix. I've got to label them up. Right, let me clear up and I will be back. Okay, let's show you how I use this spice cake mix. In here I've just got a few blackberries, no, the blueberries, strawberries, they're from my freezer, some raspberries. Most of this is actually homegrown. I'm going to throw some blackberries in. I'm not worried about them still cold. Okay, I've also got some plums that need to be eaten up. This is a great way to use up any fruit that needs to be eaten. Now next we're going to take some sugar. This is just white granulated sugar, and this is to taste. And what I'm going to do is coat everything in that. All of my family like quite tart food, so you may need to add more sugar if you want it very sweet. I'm going to call that done. If I can break that one up. Any big lumps that I find, I just break down. Now if you don't want so much juice in this, what you could do is add some corn flour in to thicken that juice up. We don't mind the juice. So there we are. Push that to one side for a moment. Got some butter. This is the spice one, so I'm going to add about half a jar. That's about half the jar. Oh crikey, that smells so good. Okay, I'm then going to add roughly half of this butter. Right, with clean hands, you're going to rub this butter in, so it sort of resembles like a crumb, like breadcrumbs. Oh, this smells so nice, this cake. As you can see, it's like breadcrumbs. Here I've got some porridge oats, they're the Scotch ones, and about 2 handfuls. Give that a stir around. Perfect. Now we're going to add this mixture on top of our fruit. Lovely. Now we're going to add the rest of the butter into thin pats. That's a bit blackberry. I'm just going to dollop it on. I normally use cooler butter, so I'm working with what I've got today. It's not going to make any difference in the long run. Could you leave out this step? Yeah, of course you could. Not a problem. But boy, this butter adds some flavour to it. Now if you're wary that the juices might bubble over, just put it on a baking tray, which is what I've done there. And let's get this in the oven, and I can clean up and I can show you what this looks like when it comes out the oven. Right, while we're waiting for the pudding to cook, I am hand grinding some flour to make a loaf of bread. I've got my wheat berries in there. This is the grain meal I've got. Roots and branches, got it off of Amazon. It is brilliant, but don't be fooled, it's a lot of work. I have to put it above my drawer in case it fits. Right, I'll finish the last little bit up. You probably can't see much in there. Right to the bottom. And let's get this pudding out of the cooker. Okay, there's the pudding. You guys have got to try this. So easy, but so tasty. Really is lovely. Right, let me get setting up to make some bread. Okay, we've ground some flour. For the bread, I'm using the Amish Baker's Cookbook. This is a brilliant book, love their bread. It's the Old Country bread. Absolutely amazing, and I'm going to let my bread maker do the work for me, because after grinding that for about half an hour, my arms are tired. Very tired and hurting. So, we've got the water in there. Okay, add the yeast. Okay, now I've got to do the flour. Let's see how much we've got here. So we're going to add some normal bread flour. Okay, I'm going to get this in this bread maker. And I'll be back once I'm ready to shape this. Okay, that's our bread. Let's tip it out. What a lovely loaf. Now you may be asking, why grind your own flour? Well, that one's easy. The taste. The taste is far superior when you grind your own flour to what you can buy in the shops. 2, it's fun to do. It also makes a brilliant loaf. If you've never tried grinding your own flour, give it a go. The taste difference is absolutely massive. But anyway, I'm going to get this into a 200-degree oven for about half an hour, and I will bring you back when it's cooked. Okay, here's the loaf out of the oven. Nice and hollow sounding, hot. Isn't that a beauty? Loaf, put it in. And my husband bought me a new mug. Isn't that lovely? So I'm very grateful for that mug. Okay guys, well I hope you liked the video, and if you've never ground your own flour, give it a go. The taste is far superior, it really is. And you don't have to do it by hand. There are electric grain mills out there that you can purchase to do. I enjoy doing it by hand. There's something about it that I find quite soothing, sort of taking you back to your roots all them years ago when they done it by hand. So it's just something that I love to do. Well anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, that way you'll know each time that we upload a video. Until next time, bye!